Fall is here. Fall's definitely here. And a lot of you are not prepared for it. A lot of you are not even close to being prepared for it. A lot of you do not have heaters, do not have insulated vans, and you're not ready for the cold. My question is why? How come? Why don't you guys do something simple and be ready so that way you're comfortable in the van? A lot of people say, well, no big van's not needed and I do really well with a small van and all that. Hey, whatever suits you. If you like sleeping on the dashboard or if you like sleeping in the front seats, hey, that's okay, you know. Sometimes, you know, it needs to happen to some drivers, then that's fine. Sometimes it takes up the whole room and the load's too tall, can't even sleep on top of the freight. That's okay, you know. It happens once in a great while when you have a really long van. When you have a long van and everything is, you know, all the space is taken up. But right now, you know, if you have the long van and you're taking 3 pallets, you still have enough room. But that's besides the point. Point is, big van is not just for the freight, it's also for being comfortable. You want to be comfortable inside your vehicle because you're out there for 2-3 weeks. Some drivers are out there for a month. Some drivers almost live in there. And you have to be 100% comfortable in your van for this to be worthwhile, because otherwise in the end you get burned out, you get frustrated, you know, nothing is ever going right for those kind of people. And how can it in the end, how can it be right? How can you guys feel comfortable in the van if you don't have a normal, good, comfortable bed in there? If you're not insulated, if you don't have a good fan in there for the summertime, and if you do not have a good heater in there. Today is about the heater, so I'll try to put a blanket down, show you guys what mine looks like in a Sprinter van right there behind me. Sprinter. It works for any diesel Sprinter. It's all the same in the diesel model. I don't know about the gas. I've never had a gas and probably will never have a gas one. So let's look underneath how I mounted mine from underneath. I'll kind of show you guys a few things while it's still light out, and hopefully that gives you guys an idea where to put it and what it looks like and where to go buy it. All right, we got the blanket here, so let's look underneath. Sorry, it's all dirty, and I might get dirty with you guys too, all together. I don't know what you can see from this. Let's see if we can turn some lights on. Okay, had to get a light, so let's look at it with the light. I'll try to explain really quick. Okay, so the unit itself is sitting right on top of here. You can see that there's a mounting plate on the inside, which is held by this screw, that one, and there's 2 more, one there and one somewhere else. And you drill 2 holes. Here's the exhaust tube, here's the intake tube. Intake tube intakes all the air inside, so air inside for combustion. And then your exhaust tube is this rusty one right here that goes out this way, and I have a muffler in mine too. So all this is nice and rusty already from more than a year of use. That's normal, nothing wrong with that. Here's where the pump is. This is the pump right here, and this is the leader hose, and the leader hose comes out from the tank. Here's the gas tank itself, this guy here. All of this is a gas tank, this whole thing. So the pump is right there, pumps the fuel from there into the actual unit itself. And that's it. I never have to worry about topping it off or any of that kind of stuff. Electrical, I had to make a separate hole for electrical. It's right here, right there. Electrical comes out. And then there's also another one for electricity right there. What do I have? 2? Oh, that's a different one, sorry. This one is for something else. That's for my rear lights. Here's the hole right there. That's the hole for the electrical. So one plug has to come out from here and plug right into the actual pump. So this gives you an idea. If you got a Sprinter, it's really easy. I don't know, if you're not if you're Not a professional, have never done it. Might take you 2 hours, maybe just a little longer than that to get this done, and then you'll be golden. This rubber piece might have to get repaired soon. It's a little crusty and rusty underneath. So simple. You cannot install a diesel heater in your van without drilling holes and have an intake of this right here. The black tube is the intake and the rusty one is the exhaust. You cannot have a functioning unit and have all this inside. It's not possible, because you're gonna die from fumes of the exhaust. And the way it's set up is the mounting plate goes on, and then you have 2 holes. You just get a hole saw and you drill the 2 holes, put the unit on from the bottom. You just tighten up these 4 nuts, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and you're good. Let's go look at it on the inside. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside, where I put it. A lot of people put them under the seat of where the actual passenger side seat is. I don't do it that way. It's way too far from the tank. I didn't want to put it way on the other side. There's a room for it, but I didn't do it that way. Let's go look inside. Okay, welcome to the bedroom. Curtains obviously keeps my sleeping area away from the cargo area. Cargo area is back here. Currently have cargo here. The reason I'm doing this video is because I have time. Because I got sent on a wild goose chase. Was told that my delivery is direct, and once again, second time in a row, from the same shipper. It's not the same receiver, but same shipper, same broker. We're dealing with something that's not deliverable today, and they're closed and I'm waiting. So perfect time to make you guys a video, I guess. Here it is. So I had a wood floor. That's a factory wood floor. I cut out this whole big old piece for it. Should have probably left more on there and cut out less, but you know, it's okay. You cut the wood out, and like I said, the mounting plate is right there. That metal piece is a mounting plate. So before anything, this unit, it comes separate from that mounting plate. You do the mounting plate first, then you drill the holes. There's cutouts. You drill 2 holes, and your exhaust and intake is down at the bottom. Goes through there. You put 2 nuts over the bolts that are factory in there, and that's it. And it just sits right there. The reason why I did this design instead of putting it somewhere else is because this box itself is actually behind the wheel well too. So the wheel wells are not in my way. As you can see, I got 53 still. I made it the same. So the storage box is not in any way, and that's why I put the heaters on the side. That way it's not in any way of the cargo, and cargo cannot squish it in any way. Hopefully you get the point, right? That way the cargo does not damage the heater. Also, I did it over here because my bed is on this side. I sleep under here. So when you have hot air blowing from this under the bed, you can adjust it however you want to have it blow. It blows under the bed. Under the bed, it's nice and warm all the time. You can place it, you know, to blow that way. You can have it blow this way. You can have it blow directly under you. My bed is basically always, all the time, it's nice and warm. So I hope you guys get the point of how to install this in a Sprinter van. I'll leave a link in the description of a unit like this. You just got to go to Amazon, type in diesel heater, and you're going to see it. For the self-tapping ones, you get this. This one also comes with a tank that you could do a tank separately and have a unit like this. And there's also a self-contained unit that's a 1-piece unit, and you just put diesel inside of it and not have to worry about a second, you know, tank and all that kind of stuff. So for the gas vehicles, there is an alternative. This is only for diesel vehicles, but it does come with a tank, and you could put, you know, your diesel fuel in there and then still run it that way. But I'll leave you guys links, 2 Amazon links. I got nothing to do with those companies. I'll just leave you two to think about. You don't have to buy either one of them. You can get a different one from a different seller or somewhere else if you'd like. But I'll definitely leave you guys two so you can see them and make your decision of what you want to get. If you're going to do like a self-contained unit that actually has its own tank in there, like for a gas vehicle, I'll tell you where to put it. I don't have a side door, but if I was to have a side door, which would be on this side right here, as you guys can see, I have my toolbox there, my slippers. If I was to have a side door coming up to here and it would open somewhere right around this area right there, I would actually put the heater on this side, either right here, or I would put it somewhere, you know, closer to right there, but not really, because the side door opens from here and it goes to here or so. So I would do it somewhere right where the door ends. That way, when you show up to a gas station, you open your side door, you take the hose, pump it straight into your, you know, unit, and keep going. That's just my idea. If you'd like to do it your own way, if you like to carry gas cans with you and do it that way, that's totally fine with me. You guys can do whatever you want. So always got to have a vent, some kind of a, what do you call it? A fan, which this is a factory one that came with the van, which this used to be a UPS van. So, you know, insulation right there, all foam, and my van is fully insulated, whole roof, and all my sides, everything's insulated. So I suggest insulate yourselves for the winter time. It's coming and the cold is going to be there. And if you guys are not comfortable inside your van, it's going to be really hard to survive in it. It's going to be really hard to do your job. This is all insulated too. Don't just insulate the top and think you're all great, or, you know, to this area and leave your cargo. Mine's blow-in insulation. You guys can go to an insulation store and buy yourself the blow-in, you know, foam like that, and just blow it all in on the sides if you'd like. I wouldn't do it again. I don't like what it does to the sides, but I put it in all the crevices and it pretty much made the van uglier than it used to be. I got all these dents and it deformed. I don't know if you can see it, but on the top and on the bottoms, it's hard to see, but it's there. It created damage, so I don't like that part. But everything is insulated. It comes, this part is insulated. I got, you know, regular fiberglass insulation all throughout here, inside of here, and all the crevices, everything everywhere in there. Over here is the, you know, foam with the foil, 1.5 inches. So, you know, it's also good soundproofing. When you're driving in this thing, you don't feel like you're driving outside. You actually feel like, you know, there's some kind of insulation and you're in a normal vehicle or whatnot. I still got to add carpet. This has been, I've been talking about it for a long time, but I'm going to get it done. Add a little more carpet to this, staple it on, and the whole garage area here and on this side will be all covered, and it's better for that. It's good for sound dampening or whatever you want to call it. So hopefully you guys like the video. If you do, let me know in the comments. If I missed something, please let me know what I missed. That way maybe I can redo one or do something out of a, you know, do another special one. Let me know. I mean, I've installed, I don't even know, I don't want to lie. I don't know the exact amount of them. I installed 3 for my personal 3 vans already. This is the 3rd van. So this is 3 times I've installed this for myself. I've installed it for other people as well. So these heaters are not difficult to install. They're easy, and there's a lot of content online where people install them, like where they place them and how to install it. So if you guys want to watch an installation video, I do not have one personally, so don't ask me, but look it up. YouTube is big. They're on there. God bless you guys. Take care. Stay warm, stay safe, and be comfortable in your vans, please.